Some of the scariest stories aren't about monsters, ghosts, cryptids, or things out in the woods at night. They're about real people and real power. The ones who pull the strings, manipulate the masses, and do some of the darkest possible acts you could ever imagine. Upwards of 3 million Epstein files just dropped, and people online are currently combing through them, discussing connections, patterns, and implications. I'm Johnny Blacklight. Welcome to the channel. Here we talk about all kinds of weird stuff. Conspiracies, cryptids, UAPs, glitches in the Matrix itself, and more. Subscribe and stay a while. Quick disclaimer, these documents don't automatically mean guilt. Everything said here in this video is still currently alleged, but they are raising a ton of questions and are seemingly a massive piece in the puzzle that is the Great Awakening, so to speak. This topic feels especially disturbing compared to the usual true crime we come across, due to the ones who run the world allegedly being the ones orchestrating these evil acts. It turns out us tinfoil hat conspiracy heads might have actually been right all along, unfortunately. Hell, I'd rather be wrong in this case, because damn, is it getting dark. There's some extremely disturbing allegations that I'm not going to repeat here, but we're getting into the ritualistic stuff here. And I don't know if a lot of people can handle it. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. There's still so much more to go through, so much popping up all the time right now. So this might feel like it's been going on forever, but things have just begun when it comes to, I guess, the darkest aspects of this. I've already seen some random comments on random posts about this stuff saying things like, I just can't bring myself to believe that stuff like this exists in this reality. Time to wake up. Shit's getting really weird with these files, man. And I think it's going to push some people over the edge. I don't think a lot of people can handle this kind of thing. These dark arts, getting into talk of ritual sacrifice and whatnot. And it's just going to keep getting darker and darker. In a lot of ways, I feel like maybe the propaganda has done a great job at making this kind of thing completely unbelievable. Hollywood has stuff like that. Not these real old decrepit freaks actually allegedly doing this stuff, right? And not everyone is so desensitized to dark stuff either. I personally came up in the live leak era. People were randomly being like, yo, come check this out. And yeah, you know. Also, as you can see, big horror fan, lots of mainstream stuff up on the walls in here. But I've seen a lot of the darker stuff as well. I've got to be in a certain kind of headspace to watch that kind of stuff. And the older I get, the less and less I gravitate towards those kinds of films. For example, stuff like the French extreme films, Martyrs being one that's a pretty popular one. I have seen a Serbian film, all the I Spit on Your Grave flicks, stuff like that. I draw the line at the August Underground type of stuff, though, man. I just can't get too much into the shot on video gore for the sake of gore. But anyway, I digress. I've dabbled in darker horror, darker music, with a lot more heavy metal stuff back in the day. And not to say that any of this even comes close to any of this real life file talk we're talking about here. But a lot of people haven't really been exposed to a lot of dark stuff, even in fictional media or entertainment. So when certain people find out these things, it just doesn't compute. They can't make sense of these things possibly being real, and even wilder, allegedly being carried out by the powers that be. This is the Matrix that I've been talking about. Not so much just Hollywood, but what's going on with these files, the things people are finding out, the possible truth of what's actually going on, and that we've been lied to a lot on all fronts. That harsh realization can be just that, harsh. But it can really open your eyes to what's going on, even if you don't know every detail. We all know enough to know better. To know better than to buy into the bullshit, the lies, the left versus right propaganda, the bread and circuses and chaos division. Yeah, at the end of the day, you got to play the human game. But you can now do it on your own terms, without any more false loyalties to a bunch of freaking reptilians, without your energy being drained by these energy vampires, whether you take that literally or metaphorically. I don't know about you, but I'm out of here with this Matrix simulation, and I'm going all in on the stuff that really speaks to my soul, as corny as that sounds. Because none of that other stuff really even matters to me anymore. Is it interesting? Indeed. Am I going to continue to study and decipher what I can and what I'm interested in? Oh, yeah. Because with all of this, I feel like it's important to know your enemy, to know what to look out for, to maintain not getting pulled back into the Matrix. Some people theorize that all of this is, in fact, happening to wake us all up. The universe making moves to pull back the curtain and show us what's really going on. Hell, man, I don't know. That's been my new thing lately, man, because I don't know what to believe anymore. I'm just like, shit, maybe, dude. But yeah, that's an interesting theory. Old Donnie unknowingly being this chaos agent, just living his life, doing his thing, all the while domino effect, spilling the hottest tea this side of the Mississippi, allegedly. At the end of the day, a big thing that I've gotten out of all of this is good and evil, us versus them. There's some extremely evil powers in this world, and I know that I don't want none of that smoke. But yeah, man, what do you think? Are you an old head who's been talking about this stuff for years? Or is this all new to you? Do you believe any of this could even be possible? Or do you think there's something else even deeper and more nefarious that this is overshadowing? I really felt the need to get this video out of my system before stepping back into cryptids and spooky stories and whatnot. I've been all about this eyes wide shut shit for some time now, and this drop is already mind-blowing, and we've barely scratched the surface. But yeah, that's going to do it for the video. I hope you enjoyed. I'm Johnny Blacklight. Subscribe for more. Y'all have a good one, and I'll see ya next time.